What is up, YouTube? Welcome to Panfro Games, and in today's video we got some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Generation 9 leaks, riddles, and rumors to discuss with everyone here today. And just a little sneak peek, we're probably be talking about that new Objectmon here. Very excited about that. And a potential evolve form to a sort of fan favorite Pokemon. Very excited to dive into that and more. And of course, guys, if you like this type of content, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. The first tweet we're covering talks about the hardcore queen waifu Pokemon that Riddler mentioned previously. And I just want to say, Panfro Games does not approve of his statements on how he's describing this Pokemon. I think it is a little bit gross how he is saying these things, but he's saying a girl with a dick, and we're gonna have to see what that actually means. I do still think that Riddler is legitimate, but I think he does overhype his content sometimes. So I wonder what this Pokemon could potentially look like. It's gonna be interesting to see, but that's all we have. But I did think this was an interesting tweet down here. You know, this is sort of maybe the vibe we could be getting for this type of Pokemon, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. So to the real good content, Riddler actually confirmed that this is the photo that we talked about in the last video that was on the teaser for FUECOCO's final evolution. And he actually zooms in on the photo a little bit and he puts all this text. So he has some English text like "what the fuck Centro hot," but there's also a lot of things in Chinese, which I obviously cannot translate. But luckily, a Twitter user did translate the information. And you can actually see in the photo here, we can see chicken, we can see white dragon chicken, we can see pheasant, we can see Z chicken, we can see 4 chickens. So what does this actually mean here? My interpretation of this riddle is that FUECOCO's final evolution will be on all 4 legs, similar to how this crocodile is. But there is going to be a chicken motif to its head. As we can see with FUECOCO's hair, it's flowing. And I think that's going to be flowing a lot. It's going to have big, luscious hair coming out. And it's going to end up looking like a cockatrice. I'm sort of really thinking that it's going to be a rooster chicken head on the body of a big gator with the ghost fire typing. And if you don't know what a cockatrice is, it is a mythical creature that is from the Spanish and the Western European region. So I can see it being the thing. A cockatrice is essentially a dragon rooster. And there is a lot of different versions of a cockatrice because it doesn't actually exist. So it's up to the artist to determine what they think a cockatrice is. As you can see, going through Google Images, you get a lot of different types of pictures of cockatrices. So, you know, we can see what Game Freak's going to do, but I do think that FUECOCO's final evolution is going to be a cockatrice. I don't know if that could end up being in a snake-like form in some way, shape, or form. I sort of wonder how true the fire-type Chinese zodiac theory is for all the starters. This may be the gen that they actually completely break it, and there's no way to fit FUECOCO's final evolution into this whatsoever, or its first form. But we're going to have to wait and see. And Riddler should be giving us more information very soon on FUECOCO's final evolution. Hopefully the leak will give us a real answer so we don't have to speculate so much like this. Now, something incredibly interesting. Riddler just tweets out, he just straight up tweets out a photo of Sudowoodo, right? And if you don't know, Sudowoodo is a Gen 2 rock type Pokemon. It's sort of a little bit of a derpy Pokemon. It does have a pre-evolution with Bonsly, but overall it's not a good Pokemon. It doesn't have great stats or anything like that, but it's a very interesting and unique Pokemon that, you know, it's a rock type that's pretending to be a tree. So then he tweets after that, what is its type? So rock, grass, any, or puppy. And what does this really mean? I sort of think that it is a rock type and is pretending to be a grass type. So I'm sort of thinking, what if there is a new form of Sudowodo for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and maybe it is a grass type pretending to be a rock type. And something incredibly interesting actually, because this is June 30th at the time of this tweet, right? Which is still the month of new Pokemon being shown off for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So there is a good chance that this is actually referring to a brand new form, or not a form, but a new evolution of Sudowoodo, because a regional form would not be considered a new Pokemon, but if Sudowoodo evolved and became a 3-staged evolution Pokemon, then that would be a new thing, right? Similar to the Zigzagoon line, so that could be a thing, or similar to Meowth getting another evolution at the end for a Growler. So we can see how this can actually come in, and maybe we'll get a new evolution of Sudowoodo. I think this is a pretty cool concept art of a potential new Sudowoodo evolution, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I'm a big fan of that. I think it's a Pokemon that really needs it. Looking at the stats of Sudowoodo, this is a terrible Pokemon overall. It has a base total of 410. 410 stats is really bad, not even a 500, and there is room for evolution for this Pokemon. I mean, base 30 speed's actually fantastic because at least it becomes a Trick Room Pokemon, but these defenses are so bad. 70 HP is so bad. I mean, yeah, 115 defense, but with 70 HP, that's nothing. And then 65 Spadef. So this Pokemon just dies, or it's going to go down to 30. No special attack is fine, but only 100 attack with these defensive stats. You can just never run this thing on any team. And the fact that it's a pure rock type means it does have 5 weaknesses, no immunities, and it only has 4 resistances. So there's not a lot going on for Sudowoodo. So I do think a new evolution would be great for this Pokemon. And I do think maybe if it evolved with a new type, so it could be maybe a rock and a grass type, that could be a little bit better than just pure rock. I mean, rock and grass is a Cradilly typing, and that's actually a solid Pokemon. It's not the best, but it does have a very good moveset. So if Sudowoodo gets a rock and grass evolution and gets some really great moves, and Stab Woodhammer would be fantastic for this thing. So I think there's potential here, and I do think Gen 2 needs the love. Give Sudowoodo its love. Give it an evolution. Give Dunsparce an evolution. Those Pokemon deserve it the most. Now, lastly, Riddler tweeted out this image of a dog as a loaf of bread being sliced up. There are 6 slices that can be cut from this. 2 of them been cut. 4 of them have been lined up. And it says Centro backwards. And it says cut her into slices. But this was a quote retweet based on their original tweet of the Objectmon. So we know that this is about the new Objectmon Pokemon. So this is a continuation clue. And we learned a lot from this, honestly, that we probably know that the Pokemon is gold color. It has to do with treasure. It's gonna be something that we're gonna need to collect to get to the actual Pokemon. Maybe we gotta collect parts of the Pokemon like Zygarde, or maybe it's gonna be like Spirit Tomb, where we have to collect parts of a bunch of different things, and then we can access the singular Pokemon when we get all 108 in like a Spirit Tomb's case, when you get all 108 spirits, and then you can actually interact with the Spirit Tomb. So it's either going to be like Spirit Tomb or Zygarde, but it's going to be locked behind some sort of cell, in the sense that like we're going to need access to it. So there's a lot going on, and of course the background's like treasure. So I do think that it's probably a coin Pokemon, and maybe you got to collect all the coins. And once you have all the coins, you're going to get the treasure chest Pokemon. That's going to be the final form. So what does this loaf of bread have to do with a gold coin or treasure chest Pokemon? Well, something that is very important here is, 1, another slang word for money is bread. You know, when someone says, I'm going to get that bread, that means they're going to get that money. They're going to try to make some money. So, or I'm going to get that dough, and bread is made out of dough. So I'm thinking that this is talking about money, just like the previous image here, right? And the fact that it's sliced up into 6 slices, which means you probably need maybe 6 of the Pokemon, right? Maybe whatever you need is a Pokemon, and let's just say they're coins for argument's sakes. Maybe you need to fill up your party of 6 with these 6 coin Pokemon or 6 treasure Pokemon. Maybe one's a coin, maybe one's like a gem, and then when you have all 6 together, they'll combine into the final form. And I'm sort of thinking that could be it. I mean, especially when we look at this image here, it's not just coins, but we see like a chalice, we see some gold bars, we see some gems. Like there's a lot going on. So maybe we need to collect different gems or different riches, and they're all different Pokemon. And then once we have all the Pokemon together, they make a combined form, and that is going to be our Objectmon. And I think that's a really cool idea. It makes sense in an open world capacity that we're going to have to travel across the open world to get the different Pokemon, and they're going to be hard to find. But once we collect them all, bring it all into one place, then we'll finally be able to interact. Or maybe they're just different gems we have to get. I don't know. It sort of reminds me of the Regis, to be fair. Honestly, to get Regigigas, you have to have the Regis in your party. So it could be like that. That's sort of where I'm thinking. Guys, I want you to let me know what you're thinking about the Objectmon, because there's a lot to discuss here, but I think we're on the right track, honestly. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll be making more rumor videos very soon. All you got to do is leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, and have a great one.